More than 4 decades under the Buss family, the Los Angeles Lakers are changing hands. The Buss family has entered an agreement to sell the majority ownership of the NBA franchise to Mark Walter, who is the CEO and chairman of TWG Global. Walter is also the primary owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. He also owns stake in Chelsea in the Premier League in England. Jeff. He also owns an F1 team and also the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks. More importantly, he currently holds a minority stake of 26% in the Lakers before the sale. This deal is expected to have a valuation of approximately $10 billion, which makes it the largest sale of professional sports franchise in the world, guys. The Buss family reporter will keep a minority share of about 15% for at least some time, and Jeanie Buss, who's the team's governor since 2013, will continue in that role for the foreseeable future. Jeanie Buss purchased the Lakers in 1979 for $67 million. Jeff, this is a big deal, little deal, no deal?
Huge deal. The Lakers were one of the last franchises that was the family business. It's purchased by Dr. Buss, like Jay said, for $67 million. They kept it in the family for this long a period of time, made it the most glamorous franchise in the NBA and the most, as you can see, profitable franchise in the NBA with this sale. But what this also signifies to me is the ever-growing change in sports ownership, going from massive conglomerates, tech guys, all the above, people who have their hands in many different pots and using sports as just a way to show how much money they really, really have.
That's right.
Yeah, this is a big deal, man. We're starting to see more. Do you think of this happen? Like Jeff was kind of mentioning, the Boston Celtics sold for $6 billion in March. The Mavs sold for $3.5 billion. The Hornets sold for $3 billion. The Bucks sold for $3.5 billion, and the Suns sold for $4 billion in 2023. A little about Mark, in case you didn't know, like he said, owning the Dodgers. He's helped be successful with the Dodgers, have them winning the World Series. But the difference between this and baseball is you can have unlimited money in baseball and go buy whoever you want.
That's right.
He's not going to be able to do that with the Lakers because of the salary cap. So what is successful with the Dodgers is not going to be successful with the Lakers. So we have to see if him taking over this organization, is he's going to be able to make it successful like the Buss had done in the past.
Yeah, here's the thing about this sale. It's a huge sale. But at the same time, it's like, so Forbes rated the Lakers they was only worth $7 billion on Forbes.
In January of 2025.
Yeah. So somebody offered them crazy amount over the
$3 billion.
$3 billion over what they're worth. That's an offer you can't refuse.
Nah, you can't.
That's just like one of those people calling you for your house and they say, "Yeah, give me $2 million for it." Knowing good and well you don't plan on selling. They say, "Okay, I'll give it to you."
Yep.
You can't turn that down.
You have my house for $2 million.
Yeah, you can't turn that down. And that's what happened.
Out of there, Jack.
It's an offer they couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
And Jeanie Buss, she ain't worried about nothing. She ain't been worried about nothing, but now she really ain't worried about her kids, and her kids ain't worried about
She don't
nothing.
have any kids.
Have any children yet?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she married to Jay Moore. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about
Shout
this. Shout out to Phil Jackson. It shows me also to what's going on in LA, because LA is not LA anymore. Hollywood is not Hollywood anymore. With the way the world is set up, they're saying that LA will be Detroit by 2030.
It's possible.
It is very possible because, in fact, researchers say that Hollywood is moving away.
Yeah.
So you get a tax break if you build in New Orleans or if you build in Atlanta, Charlotte. So in turn, all of the TV and movie places are moving south and everybody's moving away from Hollywood. It makes so much sense because when Detroit went down, that's when the cars left. Now you look at Hollywood. Hollywood is not going to be in Hollywood anymore. It's everywhere else. So LA without Hollywood is like Detroit without the cars. So everybody's moving away. To cash out 150 times what you paid for them in 1979. You got to go, like Weezy mentioned. But to see LA not being LA, to jump this in 2025 instead of waiting until 2030 to sell when Jeannie's not able to do things, that evaluation might not be 7. It might be 6.5 back then, because right now the Detroit Pistons, one of the lower ranked teams in the NBA, are right at $2.5 billion. It could be a situation like that. For now.
But even with all of it, you still, and not to harp on this too much, but you still playing with house money though. Because technically, my bad, coach, the original investment was $67 million.
Yeah, for sure.
You made up for that. Well, off subject, but still on subject a little bit. Did y'all know that that show on Netflix about basketball, the lady owner on basketball, is about Jeanie Buss?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was eerily similar to her
Yeah.
story, but I didn't know she actually had anything to do with it.
I didn't know she had anything to do with it. I
Yeah.
knew it was about her though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.